question a lot of you have been asking is, do you need ND filters on the DJI Neo, and does anybody actually make them? Well, in today's video, you're going to find out, because there is a company out there and we're going to share some footage with you.
I'm a game changer. I'm a risk taker. I don't hide from the battle. The battle hides from me. I'm a game changer.
Hi everyone, hope you're all tickety-boo. Now today we're going to be taking a DJI Neo footage to that next level. Yes, you've guessed it, ND filters, specifically as well the Freewell kit, because they're probably one of the best options out there on the market at the moment. But before we do, here's today's little joke for you. What's the scariest type of horse? A nightmare. And if you've wondered what ND filters actually do, or whether or not they're worth the hype, then you're in the right place. So what is an ND filter? Well, ND stands for neutral density. Essentially, what these little guys do is act as sunglasses for your drone camera. They limit the amount of light that comes in through the lens, giving you more control over your footage on those bright sunny days. You can just imagine it, can't you? Not that it happens in the UK that often, but it's that bright sunny day with lovely blue sky and those white fluffy clouds floating through the air, and you think, do you know what, I'm going to get my drone out and get some awesome footage. So you get it out of your bag, throw it up in the air, hit record, and then all of a sudden it looks overexposed just like this. Blown out and just way too bright. And this is where ND filters are going to actually save that day for you. And when they're as small as this, you can just throw them in your bag or in your box and things like that and get out and about with them. You don't have to use them all the time. But when it is bright and sunny, then you don't want to have that blown out sky, do you? So as you can see, without an ND filter, the camera on the DJI Neo actually really struggles. Like I said, getting washed out skies and dull colours in the footage down below. But with these ND filters from Freewell, it gives you that balanced look, allowing you to get cinematic footage. And when I say cinematic, if you don't know, let me give you a bit of film theory here. Basically, at the end of the day, to get that smooth, natural looking footage, rather than it being jittery and things like that, what you need to do is follow the 180-degree rule. And it's quite simple to work out. Roughly, if you've got your F frames per second set at 25, then you need to have your shutter speed set around about 50. And if it's at 30, you set it around about 60. And that's where the issue is. When you have the shutter speed that low in a bright sunny day, then you're going to need an ND filter or to push up your f-stop. And you can't do that on this drone because it's set, isn't it? And then that's where you put the ND filters on to, as I said earlier, to control that light. Because what you don't want to really do is bump up that shutter speed, because then you get jittery footage. And if you want it to look good, that buttery smooth effect, then you're definitely going to need ND filters. So let's look at these in more detail. There's two types of sets here. Freewell come with a standard day pack, yeah, and the bright day pack. The only difference between these two is nothing to do with the concentration of the ND filters. Each one of them has an ND8, an ND16 and an ND32. But the bright day pack actually have a polarizer on there. Let me tell you quickly what a polarizer does. Effectively, like me, I fly over a lot of water, so it takes away some of that shine. It doesn't eliminate it completely, and as you can see here, if you go near windows and things like that, it takes away that glare. But it's down to personal preference at the end of the day. So either of these ones are going to be good for you. And what we will do in a second is show some comparison footage with no ND filters on, with the normal ones on and the polarizer ones, and also flying over some water. Plus, we're going to do some sunset stuff and some sunrise stuff to see whether or not you need them then, because you'll actually be surprised you probably won't unless you're flying directly into that sun. As in the settings for each one of these, well, basically at the end of the day, if you've got a partially cloudy day, then you're going to be looking at using the ND8 on here. If you've got a mediocre day, nice blue sky with a few clouds around and things like that, not in the middle of the day when the sun's at its most powerful, then you would be using a 16. So that's sort of like halfway through the morning or halfway through the afternoon. And then midday, when that sun's at its brightest, then you'll be looking at using the ND32. Let's have a quick look what you get inside the pack here. So they're both the same. They come with these nice little glass cases on them. Well, not glass, actually, they're plastic. They've got magnets on there so that they seal to stop you from losing them. But the ingenious thing that they've come with this is actually, you'll know if you've got the Neo anyway, at the end of the day, the camera itself is actually plastic. So there is no magnetic way of fitting it. So what they've done is come up with these little pieces here. As you can see, they're little metal brackets and they fit on here nice and easy. I've already fitted mine on, as you can see here, and then all you do is grab the filter, whether it's a polarizer one or the ND filter, and they fit on nice and easy just like this. and then you know they're fitted when you can just smoothly rotate them. And that's it. They're that easy to fit and take on and off. But what you have to remember is because they are magnetic, if you're flying in towards something that's metal, like I did the other day when I was trying to fly the drone through this gate, it actually hit it head on. And as you can see here, it took the filter off. So you need to be a bit careful with that. So let's check a little bit of footage out. As I said earlier on, I'll go through a few different scenarios on there with some sunsets, some sunrises, some bright sunny days, and over some water. Also, I'll do them with the filter on, okay? And you'll see down in the bottom left-hand corner, a little screenshot of what the shutter speed was and things like that. And then we'll show them with the normal ND filters on. And then when we're near water, we'll put the polarizers on for you. Plus, at the end of the video, what we'll do is do a little colour test with a colour chart, and also when I'm flying past some little huts down on the beach, so you can see whether or not the ND filters do affect the colour on it. The thing I noticed with Freewells in the past myself is they don't actually have much of an impact on the colours, so you can be pretty safe on there. Let's go and have a look at some of the footage.
We don't need scars just to know we're human. We can let the world just tell us so. Light ourselves up when we're out of luck. All of the love in me was an illusion, until you made my world come loose down. Turned me around when I had enough. And I know now that I'm not safe now without you. Without you, we can be the stars of our show. We can be the ones on the road. Put our names up, watch them fall, fall. Not a match, watch it blow. Take my hand through it all. Together we can face fire and smoke, fire and smoke. Now that I found you, I ain't gonna lose you. 'Cause it's a hard world that we're facing, love. Gotta hold on to what we've got. Together we can be more than superhuman, destroying anything with just one touch. We can never say that we had enough. Do you see now where we can be right now? Together, together. We can be the stars of our show. We can be the ones on the road. Put our names up, watch them fall, fall. Not a match, watch it blow. Take my hand through it all. Together we can face fire and smoke, fire and smoke.
There you go. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you've got any questions, leave them down there as well. But at the end of the day, do you need ND filters? Yes or no? As I said, it's all down to personal preference. Whether you want to be just somebody who takes it around in your bag and throws it up in the air to get the odd selfie here and there, then you're probably not going to need them. But if you want to use it to get some cinematic footage when you're out and about, because this little beauty is great for that, isn't it? Taking it out with you. Then at the end of the day, I'm going to say yes, you do need them, because you can just pop them in your bag. They only cost a few pounds, and then it won't ruin that immaculate footage that you want to get when you're out and about in somewhere really awesome. And unfortunately, it's bright and sunny. You really will notice the difference in the quality of shots. Effectively, this camera on this little beauty is pretty good for such a cheap price. But what the ND filters do is actually give it superpowers, don't they? So that when you are taking landscape shots, city shots and things like that, you know that you can rely on getting that really good footage and not getting back whacking it on the computer or on your phone and actually being disappointed because everything's all blown out and the sky looks all wishy-washy and things like that. And if you are interested in getting a set, there'll be links down below as normal. You can get them straight from Freewell, or you can actually get them from Amazon. And if you found this one useful, you know what to do, give it the old thumbs up. And if you want to catch up on some more stuff, whether it's for cameras, drones, filters and different things like that, and some out and about footage, plus some awesome surf rescue stuff, then make sure you hit the old subscribe. And let me know in the comments down below whether you're going to be getting a set. Thanks for watching everybody, stay safe out there, and above all, keep smiling. See ya.